My tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my purse.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark. Sorry. Just left the game a little bit ago, so my first night out and about, trying to enjoy being out of bed and enjoying the Oklahoma City nightlife, number one. Number two, being able to go to another Thunder game. I've only been to, I missed tons of games this year, this month, and so I got a chance to go to one tonight, and I was excited about it. It was a huge game for the Thunder. I missed the Timberwolves game Monday night. I watched it on TV, and we did the show afterwards, but it was my first time being able to be back in Paycom Center and be able to watch the Thunder and get all excited about it. And remember, if you want to text us tonight, you can do that. At 405-551-8300. That's 405-551-8300. Now, starting next month in February, okay? So that would be Friday night's game. We will be on air on YouTube. So you're going to have to go to YouTube and sign up on YouTube. And if you do that, it's search the After the Storm Oklahoma City Thunder, and then like, subscribe, and hit notifications. And so we'll be going live, still on Facebook, but on YouTube. If you want to type in, and we can follow you that way in the live chat, and we can do all that. So please go to YouTube, hit subscribe, notifications, and like button. And so we'll start doing our show there, and you can be able to actually interact with us even more on that, myself and Nathan Taylor. And then also the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, our daily show, that daily sports show that we do, that daily live stream. And so you'll be able to go on YouTube and stuff and do that as well. So we would love for you to search the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, subscribe, like, hit notifications, and the same thing with After the Storm, so you can communicate with us on an even better level. And, of course, I'm joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor of YNB. What's up, my brother?
Hey, man. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How'd you like the game tonight?
Oh, I had no expectation going in. I didn't know until right before the game that Jokic wasn't playing. So,
right.
That kind of helped out a lot. So, I think it's just one of those wins. You're like, we probably won't win, but then, we did. So, it wasn't no thanks to the rotations, but
no,
we pulled it out. Again, and me and you have talked about this at length, but I like the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think for what the organization is trying to do right now, they think he's the right guy.
Right.
But, and me and you talked about this on the Unpopular Hour the other day, it's Mark Jackson's Warriors, man. It's them to a T.
That's exactly what I called them.
You got SGA, Steph Curry. Obviously SGA is not Steph Curry.
No, not yet. Not yet. But yes.
And then to me, and I don't know if you will agree with this or not, but I think and again, he's not there yet, but I think you could correlate Jalen Williams to Klay Thompson.
No.
Eventually.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Never.
But
never. Not getting there. Nope. No circumstances that can ever. I'm never going to agree with you on no circumstance ever. That's the greatest shooting backcourt of all times. Number one.
Yeah,
number two.
Different aspect.
And number two, he will never be a shutdown, lockdown defender like Klay was.
Okay. Yeah, you got me there.
So I'm not going there. But okay.
So and again, different three guys, different aspects of the game.
Yes.
And I was going to go Chet and Draymond Green.
Yes.
But again, different aspects of the game, but similar aspects.
Yes.
So, it's just, and I was doing a little research. I might as well go ahead and throw this out for you.
Go ahead. Give us the notes.
So I believe the Warrior rise, I think it really started in 2012, 2013, because Jackson's last 2 years were 12, 13, 13, 14. And they had 47 wins in 13. I'm sorry, 12, 13, and 40. Or I'm sorry, 47 wins.
So they didn't
12,
have
13,
50.
And no, they didn't have, but it's close. 47.
Okay, I thought they had
and
50 wins. My bad. Okay.
51 or 52 in 13, 14.
Okay.
Okay, so Steph's first All NBA season was 14,
Uh-huh.
and Clay's rookie year was 11, 12.
Okay.
So, and Steph was in his fifth year in the NBA that year, which SGA is in his fifth year in the NBA, and Clay was in his second year of the NBA, and Jalen is in his second year of the NBA. And so I went back and looked at minutes played on those 2 years. And I didn't look at Draymond. I didn't check that out.
Okay.
But I think Draymond, if I remember right, I think Draymond was a year after Clay.
I think he was. Right. I think he came. Didn't he come in with Clay?
I think it was a year after that.
Okay, so he would be. So he'd be a rookie like Chet would be too. In reality.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish your point.
I didn't look at minutes played for Draymond and Chet, but minutes played for Clay. I'm sorry, minutes played for Steph was around 37 in 12-13 and 38 in 13-14.
Okay.
And Clay's minutes were like 36 in 12-13 and about 35 and a half, I think, in 13-14.
Okay.
So to me, and this year I think SGA is around 35, 34 and a half. And I think J-Dub is around 33,
33, 34, yeah. That's about right.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So, to me, that tells me two things. The only difference, well, obviously there's a lot of differences, but the main difference between those two is those two guys just aren't playing enough. Like, I mean, I agree SGA needs to play more. He needs to play 38.
Like tonight was ridiculous. Him only playing the amount of minutes he played was stupid. It was ridiculous.
Dude,
but go ahead. Go ahead.
When you don't have J-Dub and you don't have Joe, you need to play. I mean, and you're playing against a good team, and you're in it.
Yeah, but you gotta remember. But you gotta remember though, Daigneault is going to stay with his rotation, and the difference is, the other night on Monday night when we put SGA in, they immediately put in Ant-Man immediately. When the other teams put in their best players, Daigneault sticks with his routine. This is how many minutes I'm going to play. He is a minutes manager, is what he is. He's a minutes manager.
He did bring SGA back with 8 minutes to go.
No, he did not tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the opposing team did the same thing. Not tonight. And this is what he does. If the group that he has in there are playing well, he sticks with that group. And he sticks with them 2 minutes too long because what happens is when they make their initial run, and I have it right here. I have it marked down. It's 87-74 with 8:16. No SGA. It's 89-83 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go when he puts SGA in the game.
He called that timeout.
2 minutes too long. And like I've said many times, he is a minutes manager. That's what he is. My boy Nimoy Jones calls him minutes manager, and that's what he is. He's a minutes manager. He is, listen, I'm going to give Daigneault his flowers. I'm giving Daigneault his flowers. He is a fantastic builder of talent. Zero problem with that. 100%. I'm going to give him his flowers. But as a coach that once they get there, he is Buck Showalter, and he is Mark Jackson. That's where he is. And Buck Showalter, you guys is a baseball coach, and he's great, and he's had 3 or 4 teams that he's built up, but he couldn't get them over the hump. And then as soon as they hired another coach, boom, that team won the World Series. And Daigneault is there. The Thunder are where they need to go. And this summer, when all of that went down with him and SGA and the reporter asking him the question about another superstar in SGA, we already got one. What do we need another one for? And then Daigneault saying what he said about, we're a building young team and we're building. No, we've got a squad. We've got a squad. What we need you to do is understand what kind of team we have, and for you to go, okay, SGA is number 1, J-Dub and Chet are 2A, 2B. However, whether it's Chet 2A and him 2B or him 2A, him 2B, whatever. They're 2A, 2B, period. And then now that Dort needs to sit down, he needs to stop shooting so much. He is what is he? What did we say it was 4 for 30? What is he?
4 for 31.
4 for 31 after tonight.
4 for 31.
And dude, and the whole thing is that he's trying to score because the last 2 years they allowed him to be more freedom, have more freedom to try to build him into a player. He is a defender. I need you to defend. I don't need you shooting. If you're wide open from a 3, okay, you can shoot it. But if he's not scoring offensively, he is a liability. He's not even the way he was defensively before. He's a liability. So
I give him this, man. You know, and this doesn't mean anything when it comes to winning, but the dude is a great guy, and he's a hell of a defender.
I don't care about none of that. I'm trying to win.
No, I'm saying that doesn't have anything to do with winning. But man, the guy tries. Man, he tries.
100%. 100%. I'm with you on that. I have no problem with him trying. I have no problem with him playing the way he plays. I have zero problem with any of that. Okay? But my problem is I need a player, okay, who knows his role, and I need a coach that knows how to put players in the proper position. That's what the hell I need. And what I have is a developmental coach who develops players. That's what the hell I have. That's what I got. I don't have a coach who knows how to coach all-stars. He clearly doesn't. And somebody was laughing to me. And so I think it was you or somebody I laughed at when they go, well, he could be the starting all-star coach. That would be a joke. He wouldn't know what the hell to do. He literally wouldn't know what the hell to do. He literally would not know what the hell to do. And that's facts. He would not know what to do. It would be a joke. They'd like. The one thing about players, everyone, let me explain to you as a player. The one thing about players, you can't lie to us. And like tonight, when he played Lindy Waters in the game, they looked at him, I'm not passing you the damn ball. You don't belong out here. He played 4 minutes.
Let me ask you about that. I was wanting to get a little greater detail on that. So was that just SGA or was that everybody on the team?
That was Wiggins twice. Look straight at him. He's wide open in the corner. And Wiggins drove the ball and passed it across to Jay Will or somebody else shooting across the paint. They're like, why am I throwing you the ball? You're 18th guy on the block. Why the hell am I'm passing you the ball? This ain't the G League.
To me, that's a good thing for us.
No,
right?
but you understand though. He's taking up, but listen, he's taking up minutes that he shouldn't be on the damn court. That's my point.
Let me go a little deeper with my comment. So when I say a good thing for us, it's a good thing to me because the team sees it, and it's not just SGA, and it's not just Chet, it's the team.
Right, but this is the problem. What's going to happen is they see what he's doing. They see what he's doing to SGA. They see it. Okay? They see what the Thunder are doing to SGA. And at the barbershop today, I was at Cutting Up. And Chris was like, man, it's just hard. It breaks my heart what they're doing to SGA. And the problem with the Thunder is everybody is not dumb that you think the Oklahoma City Thunder fans are dumb. They're not. Okay? They're becoming smarter and smarter. And you've got the best player in the league, one of the best players in the league, who now possibly will win the MVP since Embiid probably won't qualify with 65 games. That allows you to have your third MVP, okay? And your best player you ever had was Kevin Durant, not Russell Westbrook. And you let him go for Russell. Now, what we talked about at the barbershop today, they're doing the same thing they did with KD with Westbrook. I go, you're damn right, exactly what they're doing. They're doing the exact same thing. They're picking J-Dub over SGA like they picked Russell over Kevin. You aren't, Sam, for you to be a judge of talent the way you are, what the hell are you looking at? What are they're clearly seeing something that we don't see. You know what I mean? There's something going on that we don't know about that they see, the reason why they're acting the way they're acting. But you are not, we're 3-1 without J-Dub. 3-1.
Yeah, to me, and again, me and you differ just on this a little bit, and I'm not saying what you're saying.
No, I'm saying we need him. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
No, that's not where I was going. That's not where I was going. I'm going on the overall thing. I think, and to me, I'm being probably a little optimistic here, but I think the organization eventually, and this kind of ties into our Golden State argument. I think the organization eventually, if these players keep doing what they're doing, ignoring the rotational players that he's putting in, like you're talking about with Waters, I think, I hope eventually that Sam's going to see that and he's going to say, okay, as much as I want this guy to be the guy, he's not the guy. Does that make sense?
You think?
Like, unfortunately for Dagnall, I'm thinking in that scenario he's going to be the sacrificial lamb. So
like I've said before, they're going to get rid of SGA before they get rid of Dagnall. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. I was right about Kevin Durant, and I hated being right. I pray that I'm wrong.
Well, here's the thing, too. After I just said what I just said, I think if you do that, you're not only losing SGA, you're losing the rest of the team.
Right. They're losing the team. He's losing the team. He's losing the team, bro.
And I don't think Sam wants that.
Okay.
So,
listen, he does want it because they're in developmental mode. They don't care. Clearly. But they're not, you can't lie to a player. You know if somebody's better than you. There's no hiding that, dude. You know if somebody's better than you when you're playing basketball. Okay? And my thing is this. If you're going to play Lindy Waters 4 minutes, why the hell are you playing him at all? Why are you playing? If you're only playing 4 minutes, why are you playing? Okay? Why are you playing him at all?
Did you see James' line? I just laughed. Did you see it? 9 minutes, 0 for 0, 0 rebounds, 0 assists.
Dude, it's a waste of time. Listen, Sam Presti was wrong about Jang thus far. You moved up. You gave away draft picks for this dude. He ain't the guy. Now, granted, he's only, 19 now, so he has some upside, no question. But he ain't ready. He's another year. He should be playing G League, getting as much time as he wants, and then on the team when we're blowing somebody else, put him on the court. But in a meaningful game, he played meaningful minutes against the Clippers. He played meaningful minutes against the Lakers. And he played meaningful minutes tonight. It cost us all 3 nights.
If he's so good in the G League, and I just don't know this, he didn't make the All-Star team.
No, he didn't. Keontae did.
Keontae did. That's what I was doing. So what that tells me is that Keontae is already at a better level than James.
That's correct. And to me, I think Keontae is going to be the replacement for Dort. He's going to allow Kaysen, to me, Kaysen and Keontae are your Dort, Josh replacements.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go to. I was going to say, so would you say Kaysen is kind of a cross between Dort and Josh? Right,
but he's not physical enough to be. Keontae is. He's a bigger body. He's like Dort. But he can actually score, can actually shoot, can actually play. He can do everything Dort can do, except he's actually offensive. Because people, like I've said before, people don't realize he was, before he got hurt, before he had his heart problem at Florida, he was the SEC projected to be SEC Player of the Year. He was the preseason Player of the Year before that happened. And I watched him play at Kansas State. The guy can go. When we got him, I'm like, oh man, ooh, I like this right here. That's Dort's replacement. That was my first thought. In a year or two. You know what I'm saying? In a couple of years, that was my thought. He can replace Dort in a couple of years. Not this year.
Well,
not this year.
If we were a rebuilding team, if we were the team we were when Dort came, he'd probably already be playing.
Yes. But that's the whole thing is the Thunder are still in rebuilding mode mentally, just like the Athletics said about the administration. But Chet and SJ aren't. They're in, and now you got the rest of the team going, okay, our leader, no matter what the coaching staff say, the leader is SGA. Now, I agree with what you're saying is that Dort tends to be more towards J-Dub. Chet is definitely SGA, and Josh is swinging somewhere in the damn middle. Okay? But the other night, when against the T-Wolves, when he had J-Dub playing with the 4 other guys that only SGA plays with, I'm like, what the hell is that? That was my first thought. The message you're sending? What are you sending? And he was sending a message like, this is going to be our leader. That's what he's saying to SGA, to J-Dub, and the rest of the team. That's this message he's sending. Now, if you're a casual fan, you don't see it. But for those of us who understand basketball, we see exactly what he's doing. It's clear as day. You ain't never played them together. Now you playing him with J-Dub, with SGA's group. What do? That group always makes stops, and that group makes a run. And now you're going to put J-Dub in SGA's place. That group is not going to make a run, and they're not going to get stops because you ain't him. But this is the real thing. If SGA wins the MVP, then the Thunder are going to be in a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes, they are.
You're going to be in a pickle then, because if he wins the MVP, then now you're screwed yourself, because now you're really going to be under the microscope because you have the league's MVP and you're not playing him. You're playing somebody more minutes than him. You're playing him. You're not giving him minutes and meaningful minutes of games in the fourth quarter when the game is tight. You're not playing him? Really? So all of Dagnall's stuff, that's like I told everybody, the worst thing for the Thunder is for the national audience them to become a national product. Because then Sam Presti and his philosophy and what they're trying to do is going to be stuck right out there wide open, because the rest of the people in America, they're NBA knowledge. They know what the hell's going on. And he's going to get lit up. Just like with the first question they asked Dagnall, well, how did SGA feel about you not running any plays for him? Oh, he was okay with it. He's a team player. No, he wasn't. I have never been okay with somebody running, not giving me the ball at the end of the game. Not once. Let me make a decision on who I'm going to pass the ball to. I ain't never been okay with that. No player who can play is okay with that. Never. Under no circumstances is that okay. But what he's doing is he's trying to build J-Dub up to get used to being in spots like that to make plays, because they know that right now they can afford to lose games because SGA can bring them up if they need it. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. They're trying to put him in enough positions to get him comfortable with making plays down the stretch. Whereas SGA has always just made plays down the stretch. And either you can make plays or you don't turn into a playmaker. LeBron ain't never been a playmaker down at the end of the games. He's not. He runs from it. But SGA doesn't. So let's get to the game, though.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I was going to say, isn't that funny about LeBron, though? I mean, you would think, he can get in the lane anytime he wants to.
He don't want to have the ball at the end of the game, bro. He don't want to go to the free throw line. He ain't comfortable there. The Nuggets, now 33-16. The Thunder 33-15. Great win for the Thunder tonight. The Nuggets were just smoking when they were winning in the first half. They were killing us, dude. It's so funny. We were watching the game, and the Thunder had 10 points with like 4 minutes to go or 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And then boom, SGA scored, and boom, 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 and the Thunder ended up scoring like 11, 12 points, whatever it was. What did they end up with in the first quarter?
21.
Let me see. Let me see.
21.
19. But we had 10 points with 3 minutes to go, or 2.5 minutes to go. We scored 9 points in 2 minutes, and we scored 10 points in 11 minutes or 10 minutes. It was crazy. But anyway, the Nuggets 15-37. Nuggets 15-37 from three, 39% from the field, 47 rebounds to our 53. We out-rebounded them. Thunder were 11 for 36 from three, 42% from the field. And, of course, Pips, my favorite stat, points in the paint. Thunder outscored the Nuggets 50-34. Now, of course, we had to put a caveat, a little asterisk. Jokic didn't play. Okay, so we got to put a little asterisk right there. And so 10 turnovers to 13. The Nuggets only had 10 turnovers. Thunder had 13. The bench outscored them 38-33. And when you look at the box score tonight, Chet 32 minutes, SGA 36 minutes, Dort 36 minutes. And once again, how the hell does Dort play the same minutes as your best player? This Dagnall's unbelievable, dude. He is Mr. G League, Mr. Westbrook. He's unbelievable, dude. He really is. It's just no other coach. Our best player gets disrespected more than any other All NBA player in the league. It's hilarious. It really is. we laugh about it so bad.
The only part of Dagnall's rotations that I like in the last 6-7 games is Wiggins playing more minutes.
I agree. And Wiggins tonight played 25 minutes, 5 for 8, 2 for 3, 12 points. And my deal with Wiggins is I don't want him trying to go and try to be a scorer. Just catch the ball and shoot. Don't try to go one-on-one and do all of that. He's not a finisher. He's more of a shooter than a scorer. Now, he may have been a scorer in college, but he's more of a shooter than a scorer.
He's great though. Also, when he's cutting and he's around the rim.
I know, but what I'm saying is when he's trying to go one-on-one and finish, he misses a lot of layups. He misses a lot of point-blank shots because he's not a scorer. Yeah, no. He's a shooter. There's two different things.
Catch and shoot guy.
Yes, he's a shooter. That's the difference. Shooters and scorers. That's the difference between the two. Anyway, Chet, 32 minutes, 7 for 13, 3 for 4, with 13 boards. So 18 points, 13 boards. 3 assists, 5, count them, 5 blocks, a couple huge. He got his shot blocked by Gordon, but that's okay because that was a little payback. Even though the commander's like, well, he lost the ball. Still got his shot blocked. He was going to get, if he hadn't lost it, he was still going to get his shot blocked. He was going to get his shot blocked. If he hadn't lost it, he was going to get his shot blocked because Aaron Gordon was above him. And he was going to block his shot regardless. K. Rich did not score tonight. He only took 1 shot, but I thought he played great defense. 5 rebounds, 2 personal fouls, but I thought he played really well. I thought he did. SGA, 36 minutes, 10 for 22, 2 for 3 from 3, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. And he got fouled so many times, bro. I'm like, are you kidding me? The referee number 3, he doesn't like SGA. And 74, that group right there, they don't like him. I'm surprised he shot that many free throws, but he shot, 6 of them at the end to basically end the game. 34 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. I mean, great game, I thought, by him overall. And guess what? He was a -1 and plus-minus.
It just shows you how worthless that guy
is. Hey, 34, 7, and 5, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and he was a -1, a -1.
Yeah, like I said, they just doesn't work with that.
Oh, and then Josh Giddey, 25 minutes, 2 for 11. God, Josh is just, dude. I want
to like him so bad, dude. I want to like him so bad.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And then once again, the Thunder played 12 players.
With having 2 rotational guys out.
12 players. It's unbelievable. Lindy Waters, 5 minutes. By the way, I won that bet. After he came in, I bet the commander and marked him up. I said, the over-under of 8 minutes. And they both said over. I go, he ain't playing, man. Why he's even in there, I don't. J-Dub played, I thought, really well. 18 minutes, 4 for 6, 1 for 2, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Hey, is that me cutting out or is that you cutting out?
That was me. I was moving back and forth. Jang, 9 minutes, 0s, 1 turnover. And he was a +3.
You're cutting out, man.
That's me.
You're cutting out, man.
Okay. Well, sorry about that. But anyway, my thing is this, Nathan. Jang was a +3. Can you hear me?
I think you're going. Either that or I'm going. Nope, you're going.
Well, I haven't said anything.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't heard you in like 30 seconds.
Well, I wasn't saying anything. I was waiting for you to say something. You didn't hear me now? Yeah.
I don't know if I need to. Nope. I don't know if I need to call back in or.
Hang on. Let me send you a new Zoom. Let me send you another Zoom. Maybe that's it. And hang on a second, everyone. I got to send Nathan a new Zoom. Go ahead and hang up on that one, Nathan. Go ahead and hang up.
I hear you now.
You can hear me now?
I hear you now, yeah.
Okay. Maybe it was just something we need to go through. I don't know. But anyway, how the hell is Jang a +3?
That's hilarious.
No shots, no rebounds, 1 turnover, and he's a +3. SGA 34 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and he's a -1.
Dude, me and you scored as many points and took as many shots as Jang did tonight.
I don't know why he's on the court. Bertans, he let's say 11. Bertans just came on for the last deal for the last seconds to shoot that. So yeah, I don't. Wiggins once again played well tonight. Micic played really good tonight. Kaysen, I thought, hit a big 3. And, he may be our inbounder. I thought he did pretty good inbounding the ball. Didn't get the ball. I mean, they didn't ask him to do anything but really get the ball in. If you're going to make some sort of runner design out-of-bounds play, Josh is the guy for that. But so they end up playing 11 players. I don't really count Bertans. And Waters should not have played, like I said today on the show, or yesterday. In this particular game, you needed to play 9 guys. And that's your 5 starters, plus Jay Will is 6, plus Wiggins is 7, Micic is 8, and Wallace is 9. That's who you go with to win this game. And once again, they win in spite of the coach instead of the coach. And it's just frustrating to me because we were down 19-28 at the end of the first quarter. Okay? Right? Not playing well at all. Second quarter, he starts Micic, Chet, Kaysen, Wiggins, and Jang. I'm like, I don't understand what was going on. Anyway, we were down 6 with 7 minutes to go, and it's like, okay, put SGA in the game in the second quarter. You get back in the game, you're down 6. They sit him on the deal, okay? And they wait for 1 minute, and we're down 12. Just like that. And like I try to tell everybody, possessions matter. Substitutions matter. Who you have on the court matters. And you go from down 6 to down 12. It's just unbelievable, dude. And guess what? He put in Dort and K-Rich instead of SGA. It's like, dude, what are you doing? And it's not like we don't know that he knows what to do, because he does. He knows what to do to put. But if J-Dub is in the game, oh God, let me play. Let me put him in. And then another thing I had in here, no spacing. And Dort, why are you running at SGA? Because they had 3 guys on him and had to kick the ball out. What the hell are you doing? Why are you running to set a pick? Nobody can guard him one-on-one, and you're running at him, bringing your man over, and then next thing out, so he's 1 against 3. What is he going to do? Give the ball up. And we got 0 shot. It's just, and then I don't know what happened, Nathan, because they didn't replay it. Did SGA get fouled on that pump fake at the end of the half in the second quarter? Down low. Because the referee said he went up, he pump faked and went up and got blocked, and it was like, I don't know, 2 minutes, a minute to go or something. And the referee was like, no, he got all hands. I was like, or had his hands up. I'm like, he didn't get hit at all. And the play kept running, so they couldn't run it back. We could not see the play because, they didn't run it back because, the game was going on. So I was wondering on TV if y'all got a chance to see the replay.
I didn't get a chance to see the replay. One thing when you're talking about that reminds me, I wanted to bring up tonight. As much as I can't stand Michael Cage, and this comment he made, and again, I've heard this comment not just from him, so I get it. But, this team has a next man up mentality. It doesn't matter who's out. I get part of that, but man, yeah, you can have a next man mentality all you want. But if the guys you're putting on the floor can't play, it don't matter. But see, you understand, that's a narrative they're trying to portray. Oh, I know. But once again, here's the problem. Oklahoma fans are becoming smarter. The more they have a team, the more they watch the game, the smarter they become. So, and my guy Gary Vick today, we were talking about it, and he was like, man, he goes, this is the deal. The Thunder can say what they want about Oklahoma because most Oklahoma fans aren't smart enough to understand the game. They don't get it. So they can get away with their narrative as much as they want, except that at some point, Oklahoma fans are going to be smarter, and they're going to be knowledgeable in basketball like they are in football. If we had an NFL team, you couldn't get away with what you're getting away with. You couldn't get away with it. Mm-hmm.
because people understand the game. But the problem, like I said, is now that the Thunder are becoming more are out in the public more and they're winning more, now the national media is starting to watch them. So now the attention is coming. Because like I said, the question that he got asked about SGA, the Oklahoma sports media would never ask Mark Daigneault that. Never. Okay? And that's the thing is the more they win, the more scrutiny. Just like last year, Daigneault folded like a cheap tent when he got beat up after that loss they had. Why are you playing this guy? What do you mean we losing this game? And he goes, we have our philosophy, and this is what we're going to stick with, and blah, blah, blah. And then what he had to do is, I'm sure Sam Presti was like, are you kidding me? Did you just say that out in public? Did you really just say that? Did you really just say that? And that's what's going to happen. They're going to get pressured more and more and more. And the whole thing is, you can't make comments to the national media who understand basketball. You can't make. That's why when he says I don't even listen to him, I'm like, shut the hell up. You go. You need to. You ain't talking to me anyway. That's why am I listening to you? You ain't talking to me because I know better. You're speaking out of the side of your mouth, bro. I understand that. You ain't talking to me. You talking to those other people who don't understand basketball. That's who the hell you talking to. That's why I don't listen to him. You're full of shit. Full of it. So anyway, the Thunder. The Thunder fight to. Hold on.
It's a great take for us.
Yeah, the Thunder fight to a 47-51. Just they played terrible the first half. As a group, we just played terrible. Played terrible as a group the first half, but to be only down 4 and to fight all the way back, proud of the group, proud of the guys and the way that they fought and hung in there, especially when he played the right rotations. Makes all the difference in the world. So you start the third quarter, which you were happy about. They started Wiggins instead of K-Rich, which I don't know why they didn't start Wiggins in the first place. Why are you starting K-Rich instead of Wiggins? I didn't understand that one in the first place. Because K-Rich started instead of J-Dub, which, and it got K-Rich completely out of his game. You know what I'm saying? It was too much pressure for him. And that's why they stuck Wiggins in there. So to me, if J-Dub is not playing, put Wiggins and start Wiggins. He's used to starting. It gives us a run.
I think you'll see Friday.
We'll see. We'll be at the game. And my thing is this, with Lou Dort, stop pressing. He's feeling the pressure. No, he really is. He's feeling the pressure is what he's feeling. He's feeling the pressure. Now, we're going to do this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. Appreciate those guys for keeping us up and running and giving us the ability to network out. Because, by the way, we will be starting next month. We will be on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify Podcast. So all the After the Storm games or After the Storm things will be on there. And then also we will be on YouTube now. So you guys can come subscribe, like, and hit notification on YouTube. After the Storm, OKC Thunder. Cop on that way. Nathan and I, we love to listen to or get any of your questions and anything you need to do that. SRB, if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, holler at our guy Mark Long. He is the dude for there, and they love to be behind the scenes. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses. In fact, we were at the favorite Cutting Up Barbershop today, doing live show there. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or go in and see my dude, Nathan Taylor, at the main bank. Or, if he's even there, I ain't going to say Kent. Kent Hess, if he's there. Joe Horn, the Horn Man. Go see those guys at the main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, which is on Mustang Road. They're in the great city of Mustang. YNB Parkway off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40. If you're exiting east on I-40, it's right there to your right, just south of I-40. You can't miss it, right in front of the hospital. And then YNB Peoples, which is in Bethany, between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, our latest sponsor, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located at 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, Oklahoma. You can call them tomorrow, 405-670-2424. They open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1, closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. That's what they've been doing. So,
Matt, one quick thing I want to throw in here real quick, non-basketball related. So we had an opportunity. The bank had an opportunity, and we're in the middle of it right now. Are you familiar with the old Rainbow Records building?
Yes.
Curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know you see how they're redoing it over there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we're doing that for him, and I want to give a holler out to shout out to I don't know if he's got his name out there yet, so I don't want to say his name, the guy doing it. But dude, I'm just going to tell you, man, when that thing, I've seen the plan.
What are they doing?
Well,
don't bring it up if you ain't going to tell us what they're doing, and why are you even bringing it up?
No, listen, because I want to say this. I just want to say it. You're going to love it when it's done, man.
Okay,
it's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool.
So you're bringing up something that you're not going to tell us what they're doing, and just that it's cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I can. That's
I understand that, but why are you even bringing it up at all if you're not going to tell us what's going on?
Well, there's a reason, because I was in a meeting with them today, and I went down there, and they kind of showed me what they're planning, and I'm super excited, dude. Super excited.
Okay, well, the rest of us are super excited about something we don't know anything about or what it's going to be, so we appreciate it. Oh, my God. I can't help it, man. I can't help it. But anyway, the Thunder, in the third quarter, were down 47-51. Wiggins, I thought, still can't finish. Like I said, I want you shooting the ball, bro. And then if you can get in and give me a layup, fine. But trying to go behind the back and take one-on-one, I don't want you doing any of that. If you want to cut and finish, great. But trying to take somebody one-on-one, I don't want any parts of that. Anyway, the Thunder up 68-61 with 6 minutes to go. You got SGA, Josh, Wiggins, Dort, and J. Will. I really like that lineup, okay? But I needed Dort to stop shooting.
Oh man, if you figure out how to do that, let me know, because that's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Excuse me, it was 61-61 with 6:20. It's just frustrating. So then you bring in, which was a new lineup that I had never seen, was SGA, Micic, Kaysen, Jang, and J. Will. I did not like that lineup at all.
Oh, jeez, that's horrible.
I hated that lineup.
Oh, man.
Hated that. I'm like, what kind of lineup is this? I'm like, what are you doing? And once again, this guy, the Thunder are trying to, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But anyway, we get through the third quarter. Let's face it. We get through the third quarter, and then we're up.
Somehow.
Then we're up 73-72 to end the third quarter. And then he starts Micic, Chet, K-Rich, Dort, and Kaysen. And I actually liked that lineup.
Yeah, no.
And we went on a run, okay? And it's one of the things I put is don't stay with this lineup too long. And then that dunk that Chet had on the follow, I was like, okay, big fella, do you? You know what I'm talking about? The tip in? In the early in the fourth quarter? Yep. So then, yep, and then this guy said, don't stay with this lineup too long. So it's 87-74 with 8 minutes and 16 seconds. And you put in not SGA.
No.
And that's what Mr. 2 minutes too long does. And, like some people's like, man, the coach gets mad. I don't care if he gets mad at me. I'm calling him out because he knows what the hell I'm talking about. And he knows that I know what he's doing. And I'm calling him out on it. So he can get mad at me all he wants. I don't care. You are hurting our team because you are a minutes manager. You are and like I said, I'm going to give you 1,000 flowers on the fact that you can build players up. Now that our team is ready to win, a la what Nathan was talking about at the beginning of the show with Mark Jackson. They how many wins they have the second year? 52?
51 or 52, yeah.
And then what did they do? They got rid of him and got Steve Kerr, and they went through the roof. The Yankees, what did they do? They get beat, and they get Joe Torre, and what did they do? Through the roof. We are ready to win now. We're ready to win now. You have a squad. You've got a guy could be the MVP, and God, I pray if he's the MVP because that's really going to put them in a pickle. I hope that he's the MVP Because then the Thunder, how are you going to promote somebody other than SGA? I would love to hear the explanation on do that. You have the MVP and you're promoting a guy who ain't made an all-star team, who ain't made nothing. How are you gonna explain that? How are you gonna explain playing another guy as many minutes as the MVP of the NBA? How are you gonna explain that? And the only way they can keep this happening is for the coach to play down SGA's minutes. Because the guy behind me, the kids tonight, they're like, why is the coach don't have SGA in there? I go, you figured? I said, you ain't figured that out yet? How many games have you watched? I said, he is the cooler for our player. He cools our best player for other teams. He cools him down. Not other teams. That's why he ain't going to go for 50 or 60. Because our coaches, if he's on a roll, the coach is going to sit him. He's not going to play him. Our coach is the cooler, is SGA's cooler. That's who he is. Because he does not know how to coach a superstar. He knows how to coach other guys that he can take credit for, but he can't take credit for SGA. And which he should be able to take credit for him, because him building up these other players has allowed SGA the more freedom to do what he does. That's how I look at it. Don't you, Nathan?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, I think, SGA was a great player when Donovan was here last year, but I mean, he's just exponentially got better since that.
Yep, I think Chris Paul helped him go to another level once he got here. Them playing together, I think it made him so much more smarter and understand the game of what he did. But anyway, so it's 87-74 with 8 minutes to go. And he didn't put him in. So he waits for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And it's 89-83 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go when he puts him in. And now you have SGA, Josh, Wiggins, Dort, and J. Will. That's who you have in the game. And my thing is this. At 5 minutes to go, at 8 minutes ago, you're up 13 and you're rolling, and the team puts in their starters, and instead of you bringing in your best player because you can see that the run is coming, you let the run happen, then you bring him in. So you sit him for 2 minutes. 2 minutes too long. That's our coach. He's 2 minutes too long. He is the minutes manager. That's who he is. He is a fantastic developer of talent, but we're already developed. You develop J-Dub. You develop J-Will. You develop Josh as far as you can. You're developing Chet. We're ready to go, okay? Now put us with a coach who understands what he has and he puts everybody in place. J-Dub, no more of this. You ain't on the same level as SGA. You're on this level. When SGA is not on the court, I need you to do this. When he's on the court, I need you to do this. Chet, this is what I need you to do. J-Will, this is what I need you to do. Dort, you need to go, and we can put in Keontae or Kaysen. Isaiah Joe, they figured out who you are. They figured out what to do with you. So your value to us is a diminishing return right now. Because he went from a catch and shoot three, and you looked at his stats. Look at his 3-point shooting percentage.
It's 41.
Mm-hmm. And it was 54 or 55, and it's at 41. Because what are they doing? They're running him off his spot. And now he's trying to attack the basket and do a bunch of stuff that he's a shooter, not a scorer. Because he went from maybe a scorer to define himself as a shooter. And now that he's a shooter, they're turning him into a scorer and making him move without the ball. And he's dribbling the ball. Like SGA was asking for the ball at the top of the key, and he's on the wing, and he dribbled right by SGA trying to go to the basket. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Where'd that come from? Because now he's trying to figure out how to score, because now he realizes, they all realize, Kaysen is coming, Keontae's coming, okay? They're coming. These young guys are coming for you. And to me, you have SGA, you have J-Dub, you have Josh, you have SGA, you have J-Dub, you have Chet. Then you have Wiggins, okay? Those four, then you have Josh. Then after that, everybody else, I'm going to even take J. Will. Let me put J. Will in there at 6. But Josh, I can keep him. I'm okay with that. But I like him better to keep him because of what he provides us offensively at the end of games.
As long as you're not paying him too much.
No, not paying him. But I don't have to. But this is the thing. To be successful, you can only have two guys you're playing. Because when you look at the Celtics, what are they going to do with Kristaps Porzingis? They can't pay him max dollars because you're getting ready to pay Tatum next year. Or at the end of this year, you got to pay Tatum. And he's going to get what? 70 million or something stupid? What he's going to get? 68? Whatever, something outrageous number he's going to get?
You see the new projected tax level for next year? 24, 25 estimated tax level is like 107.
Well, because what they're doing is but you got to remember that people like Joe Lacob for the Warriors, they paid $300 million in taxes, but he was okay with that if they won the title. Think about that. You can afford to spend. You can afford to give your other owners over $300 million to win a chip.
No,
because he already got more. But he already got more money he can spend. So okay, I'm gonna spend that. I'm gonna win a chip. Okay, probably my last one, but okay, I'm okay with that. Now you see them, they're slowly dismantling the team. And the Thunder went into the luxury tax one time. You don't have to go into luxury tax, but you're going to have to make a decision. You're either going to pay SGA, and then you're going to have to drop Chet and J-Dub to a lower amount, or you can maximize J-Dub and Chet and send SGA off. And if SGA wins the MVP, you're screwed. You can't do that then in 2 years.
Hey, that's what we need.
This is what we need to happen. If SGA wins the MVP, the Thunder are going to have to make a decision. And at that point, I'm going to keep Chet and get rid of J-Dub if I've got to, because you're 3-1 without him.
Yeah.
And you're 0-1, and you're 0-1 without SGA. And you're not going to continue you're not going to win. Listen, you can win without J-Dub. You can't win without SGA against good teams. That's not happening.
Can you win a title without him?
You can't win a title without either one of them, no. You have to have them both.
So that's the key.
Yes, to me, I give SGA the super max, and then I put J-Dub and I put Chad in the $30 million or 20-something, 20 whatever, 5-ish million, put him there. Not quite at the maximum dollars, but give them enough to go, listen, this is where we want to put y'all. And I would do that because the Thunder can pay them more than anybody else. Nobody else can pay them. The second contract, nobody can pay them the amount of money we can pay them.
No, you're right.
So
here's the thing, too. If you're not trying to win a title, what are you trying to do? There's no point.
Well, the whole thing is what did they say? We're in what did he call it? Not rebuilding mode, but what is it? What is he? He has some name for it. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like long-term sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability, whatever. Well, you're there. Your best player is 25. Okay? He's going to be really good for 7 more years. Your second and third best players are 21 and 22, or 20 and 22. They're going to be good for the next 8-9 years. Your other guys that are coming in, they're 19, 20 years old. You're going to be good, really strong for the next 7 years. But you're going to keep building, and then you're going to keep building and keep building and keep putting it off. You're there. We have a 5-year window that we can be really good. A 3-year window, really. Because SGA, you got him for 3 more years. And then J-Dub and Chet, their contracts come up in 2 years. Right? That's right? Yes.
Yep.
So for the next 2 years, you can really make a move because it doesn't cost you anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the way Kaysen is growing, then you can bring in Keontae because he can take Dort's spot now, I believe. Next year.
Yeah, to me,
you can take his spot next year.
The role players.
You see what I'm saying? You can get rid of Josh and Dort very easily next year. Now, I prefer to keep Josh because of the intangibles that he gives us, offensively. But
here's another thing, though, too.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Josh or would you rather pay, I don't know, maybe 2 3-and-D guys, role players?
No. I'd rather have Josh. And I understand everybody's frustration with Josh. I get it. But the little things that I know that he does and he gives us offensively, the whole thing is What happened tonight that cost them the game? They couldn't get the damn ball in.
Yeah. But you know what? I correlate it to Denver really, because I mean they got 3 max guys. Our 3 max guys. I mean, last say Porter Jr. is a max guy. He's not a max guy. But
Right.
They say the 3 max guys, right? And then Denver's got 1 or 2 young guys, Christian Brown and Peyton Watson.
Mm-hmm. And then of course you got, and then of course you have Caldwell Pope, who's not a max guy.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going.
Wait a minute, who is your max guy? You only have 2 max guys. Who's the third one?
So you got Jamal Murray, you got
Jokic.
You got Jokic, and then you got Porter Jr.
He's not a max player.
Well, they're paying him max money, then, I think.
I mean, not quite max money. That's what I'm saying. You do with J-Dub and Chet. You pay him up to the point where you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You pay J-Dub and Chet up to that amount of money. You see what I'm saying? You're not max guys, but you're valuable, and that way that allows you in the next year to pay SJ his $80 million or have 70 whatever million, and then make it $100 million at the end 5 years or what at the 5th year or whatever it is, and then you buy him out.
Yeah, it seems to me you've got Wiggins could be your KCP. I mean, to me, he could be your KCP, and then
Yes.
your Bruce
But
Brown.
once again, Nathan, you're requiring a coach to understand talent and how to coach people. You have a coach who understands how to build people up. There's a difference. And I know people think I hate on him. I'm not hating on him. I'm just calling out what it is. He is a fantastic builder of talent. The problem is now you're at the point where you don't need to be built. You need to be driven, shown the next path. And the Thunder are still over here building instead of showing the next path. That is my whole premise of what I'm saying.
Where I was going with that was, I think you've got a Denver roster, and I think Josh is the odd man out.
Yes, he is. That's what I'm saying, Nathan. Is that you have those 3, and then to me, Dort and Josh are your guys that can be left out.
You're gonna trade them for something.
And I keep Wiggins, and I bring Keontae up, and I have Kaysen to take Josh's spot.
You keep K-Rich too. You bring him on a good contract.
Do what?
You keep K-Rich because you got him on a good contract.
K-Rich? I don't care about K-Rich.
You got him on a good contract.
But I can take the kid that was a 2-time Big 12, Big 10 Player of the Year, who I like, the left-handed kid.
Sure.
So I can replace K-Rich for him. They're the same size. One's they're about the same thing. I can replace him, so I don't really care about that. He's fine for the next year or 2 paying him what I'm paying him.
That's what I'm saying. You got him on a good contract. So
Yeah, this is the thing. The Thunder have a 3-year window, okay? But this coach is not the coach to send us through the 3-year window. Now, you can take the 3-year window and continue the philosophy of, we're still rebuilding, or you can take this 3-year window and go, hey, let's try to go win a chip. Let's make a move. Let's make a move to make us better.
If you, in that 3-year window, if you win a title, your window extends.
Yes.
Like the word.
Yes. The whole thing is this. The worst thing for the Thunder is SGA wins the MVP. The best thing for us is SGA wins the MVP.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, it really is. That's the worst thing for them is if he wins the MVP. Best thing for us if he wins the MVP.
And, and 2 months ago, between Chet winning Rookie of the Year and SJ winning MVP, I think it was more likely that Chet was going to win the Rookie of the Year.
Right, because Embiid was Embiid was balling. That's why.
Yes. Well, and see, I think Jokic is still probably going to be, I think, his main contender. To be honest with you, but Giannis is making a case.
To me, Giannis and Jason Tatum over Jokic. Jokic is what Jokic has done is. This is the thing. Jokic's first MVP he should not have won. Giannis should have won his 3rd in a row. His second MVP he won, Embiid should have won that one. Last year he should have won the MVP, but they gave it to Embiid because they should have gave it to Embiid the year before. and they didn't feel like he could win 3 in a row. The writers would have got lit up if you give Jokic 3-time MVP. The only last person to do that was Larry Bird. And Jokic ain't even close to Larry Bird.
You think Jokic is he kind of got the Russell MVP basically? You know, with oh wow, look what he did. I mean,
Yeah, but we're like
forever.
this. But Nathan, 2 years ago they were the 5th seed, and he got the MVP. How the hell does that happen?
Yeah, well, and that's what I say. That's the Russell MVP because I think we were the 6th seed that year.
Yeah, well, the Russell got the MVP because of the triple doubles.
Because of the triple double. I mean,
That's the only reason why he was not even remotely the MVP of the league. Not even close. Not even close.
No, I agree. But you correlate that to what Jokic did that year. He was so efficient, and the stat lines he had and things.
You talking about last year?
No, the year he won it.
The year he won it, Embiid should have won it.
Yes.
Embiid, yeah. Jokic's stat line was nice, but Embiid was ridiculous, and they were the number 2 seed. Second best record in the league. How the hell do you give it to a guy who ain't even close? Jokic was what? 10 win, 10 losses, or there was a 10 or 12 game difference between the two? How the hell is he more valuable than this guy? No way. That's why to me, Jokic is going to be up there kind of favored or whatever. But if SGA continues on the path, this is what his 33rd, 34th 30-point game or something stupid. And he's getting ready to do something that Jordan did 3 times or 5 times. Jordan did 5 times. Steph Curry's done once and SGA's done once. So he's getting ready to do something for the second time that only Michael Jordan has done multiple times. And if the Thunder are first or second in the West, or third, I think SGA wins the MVP because now I don't know if Embiid is going to get to 65 games. I don't know if he's going to get there. And if he doesn't get there, that really X's him out. And the only other person that can get there is Luka Doncic or Jokic. And if the Thunder are doing what they're doing and continue to do what they do and they have a better record than the Nuggets do, then I think that SGA is the MVP. Because the Thunder aren't going to push it. The national media will, but the Thunder aren't going to promote it.
Yes. We talked about this earlier off air. I kind of want to go through this with you since we're here. Timberwolves.
Speaking of that, let's go ahead and pull that up, Nathan. Speaking of that, since we're there, let's do the NBA standings. Go ahead. T-Wolves are 34-14 in first. Thunder 33-15 in second. Go ahead.
T-Wolves have 15 games in March. Listen to the schedule. Now there's some easy ones, but listen to the schedule. So they start off the month. It goes Kings at home, Clippers at home.
The 1-1. What?
Kings at home, Clippers at home.
1-1.
1-1. Trailblazers at home,
2-1.
Pacers on the road.
2-2.
Say they lose. Cavaliers on the road.
Darius Garland is back.
Yes.
2-3.
Lakers on the road.
3-3. Lakers don't match up well with them at all.
Clippers on the road.
They split that with the Clippers, so 4-3.
4-4.
4-3.
I think it's 4-4. Jazz back to back on the road.
6-4.
Okay. Nuggets at home.
I'm gonna give them a W. 7-4.
Cavaliers at home.
8-4.
Warriors at home.
9-4.
Pistons at home. That's it.
10-4.
Nuggets on the road.
10-5.
Bulls at home.
Who?
Chicago.
11-5.
11-5. But there is some room for error there. If you mess
So
up
11-5, and we're right now we're 10-5. Here's our.
We're 11 and.
Hold on.
We finished up with 17 games. We were.
Hold on. We're not. We're still in the midst of our 10-game streak, bro.
Yeah,
right.
I mean.
Okay. Right now, in our 10-game deal, We said they need to go 7-3. We're 6-2 with 2 games left. The Hornets and the Raptors left. We're 6-2.
We better go 8-2.
8-2. And that, if
Should
you
be
go 8-2, that puts us at 35-15.
Is it 35 or 36?
We're at 33 now.
I thought we were at 34.
We're at 33-15, aren't we?
I think well after tonight. Do you have tonight's game on there?
Yeah, tonight's game we're 30. I thought we were 33-15 is where we are. I thought. Let me see. Let me pull up my.
It's 33-15.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
33.
Okay, 33-15. So we're 33-15 with 2 games left. Okay, we're 33-15 with 2 games left in our 10-game deal. Okay, right? So we have, before the All-Star break, we have 1, 2, 3, we have 5 games left. So we have the Hornets at home, then we have the Raptors at home, then we have the Jazz on the road, then we go to Minnesota.
To Dallas.
Dallas, I'm sorry. And then we have the Kings at home, which we got to get them. And then we have, who was that, the Pacers? Or Orlando on the road before we have the All-Star break. So if we win the next 2, which we got to, that puts us at 35-15, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then with those 4 games left before the All-Star break, if we go 3-1, which we should beat we got to beat the Raptors at home. The Jazz is going to be a tough deal, and so is the Mavs. The Kings at home, and then the Magic. If we can go 3-2,
Horrible.
if we go 2-2 in those 4 games, 5 games. We can go 3-2 in those 5 games. That will put us at 38-17 going into the All-Star break.
Great, man.
38-17. Okay, so that puts you going into the All-Star game, and then you come out, and then you have, because here are our next 10 games after the Raptors. Okay, you have the Jazz on the road, you have the Mavericks on the road, you have the Kings on the road, Kings at home, you have the Magic on the road, then you have the Clippers at home, you have the Washington at home. Then you go to the Rockets back to back, there and then home, and then you've got the Spurs. So that's what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then that last game would be going to Phoenix.
Dude, we should go 8-2 there at least.
We'll probably do 7-3 the way this coach. We'll do 6-4 or 7-3.
You're right. 7-7. I say 7-3 at the worst. 8-2. No, 7-3 at the worst. I hope we go 8-2 though.
Yeah, I think the worst would be 6-4.
Yeah, you should definitely be 6-4.
Right, that's the worst you should be.
The Rockets are kind of falling off the map.
I know, but I'm saying you still got to beat them, and we don't match up well with them.
Yeah. We don't match up. No, you're right.
We don't match up with them.
With the guy that we should have drafted instead of Trey Mann, Shane Goon. How nice would it be to have him on this team?
No, it was, okay. That's not working. So, all right, brother. Well, anything else you want to talk about? Give me the top before I get off.
Nope, I'm good, man.
All right, my brother. Appreciate you. Good time. Good talk. See you tomorrow. It's my guy Nathan Taylor of Y&B. Once again, the Thunder took care of business. 105. What'd you say?
You coming out tomorrow?
Yes, coming up tomorrow to the bank tomorrow. Yes. Anyway, the Thunder took care of business tonight, which was a much needed win. And once again, Nathan called it. We have not lost 3 in a row, games in a row, and you can't do that. And so it was a great win tonight. Even though I thought in the beginning I heard that SGA and Chet were not going to play. I was excited to know that they did. What are you doing, Ace? Hi, baby. SGA and Chet played, and once again we won. What? What do you want? What? Yes, I love you too. Yeah. Okay. What? You want to say hi to the camera? What? You said what? Okay, get out. Get your big ass. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. I'll throw your toy. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. Anyways, all right, brother. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right.
See you
Anyway, Thunder took care of business tonight. Now improving 33-15, ranked second in the West. Appreciate him. Great win tonight without J-Dub. And once again, we're 3-1 without him. So I know that hurts the Thunder's feelings, but for the rest of us, it does not. Everybody have a